Hey everyone, so I'm back again with another video. This time around I'm going to be sharing with you guys my N64 collection. I'm going to be showing what games I have complete in box and all my loose cartridges as well. There's a decent amount here, nothing too substantial, and only have 4 box games to show you guys, so let's get right to it. So first up for my box games, uh, I'm including this even though I don't technically have it complete. It's Diddy Kong Racing, but inside is the Japanese cart. Uh, I bought the box on its own with the manuals and the insert, but I haven't been able to track down a copy of the game for cheap yet, and I got the Japanese one for a couple of bucks, so I just put it in there for now. The next game is Kirby 64 Crystal Shards. I actually really like that Kirby game, and I like the combination of power-ups. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Never completed it uh, on the original console it was made for, on the N64. But I have been playing it on the 3DS. I just need to get back to it. But then Majora's Mask came out for the 3DS as well, and I sort of moved on to that. But I did complete A Link Between Worlds in the meantime, but now I'm just getting off track. Anyways, the next game is still sealed, and it's the only reason why I really got it. I paid $10 minus 30% off for it, but it's Madden 99. So let me just get those off to the side and start off with the loose cartridges, all in alphabetical order. First is Asteroids Hyper 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Biofreaks. Pretty much with the N64, I didn't really play it much growing up. I never had one. I just had a friend who had one, and I played it a couple of times, but I really have no nostalgia for it, so I don't have like a massive N64 collection. Next is Body Harvest, followed by Bus and Move 99. Absolutely love this series. Castlevania. This one's the cruddy Castlevania. I think the other one's called Castlevania Legacy. Cruis'n Exotica. Just a good game to have. Donkey Kong 64. Haven't really played it. Should get around to it. Doom 64. Not a good port of the game. Next is Earthworm Jim 3D, Extreme G2, just a motorcycle racing game there. I don't know why I'm getting so sort of flustered about this. Next is Fighter's Destiny, cruddy, really cruddy game there. Moving on, there is Gauntlet Legends, Gex 64, Enter the Gecko. I prefer other Gex games in the series, but it's still pretty decent. GoldenEye 007. So I'm probably going to be the only person in the world that says this, but I didn't really personally like it. Next is Majora's Mask. And then there's Mario Kart 64, but the story behind this is pretty much that I got a copy of this for free, but it turns out that the board inside was actually cracked, so it wouldn't play. And I had a Japanese version of this game, so I just swapped out the Japanese board and put it inside the North American case there, so that I can at least play it on my consoles here without having to like swap out a whole bunch of stuff. Next is Mario Party 2. Absolutely love the Mario Party games, and it really sucks that of all the times I found Mario Party games for the N64, both times that I found them, they both happen to be Mario Party 2. So I'm still looking for the other ones. Next is Off-Road Challenge, followed by Perfect Dark. Next comes some Pokemon games. I have Pokemon Puzzle League, Pokemon Snap, and Pokemon Stadium. I still need to get Pokemon Stadium too. I have the Japanese version of it though. Next is Resident Evil 2. Definitely, of all the versions of Resident Evil 2 that you can play, this is not the one to go back to. It's just not good. I'd recommend it on the GameCube more so than the N64 version. Next is Roadsters, followed by one of my favorite games for the system, and it's really stupid that it's one of my favorite games considering that it's a very, very basic and simple game. Sorry guys, I'm hair in my eye. Robotron 64. It's just a sort of updated version of an old Atari game. And it's really simple. Pretty much plays exactly like Geometry Wars, because I'm going to assume most of you will have played Geometry Wars rather than Robotron 64. So hopefully you get an idea of what that's like. Next is Snowboard Kids, and still looking for Snowboard Kids 2, but at least I've got that. StarCraft 64. Tried playing this. The only sort of criticism that I have about it is that the stick control on it, like the joystick control, is really, really, really sensitive, and it just shoots from like one side of the map to the other side. So hopefully there's a setting in there that I can adjust that with, but like I really don't know. I need to spend more time with it and see if I can fix that, but that was my complaint in playing that game. Next is Star Fox 64, and Star Wars games next: Star Wars Rogue Squadron and Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. Next are some more great games here. Super Mario 64. I prefer to play this on the DS rather than the N64, but I mean, it's still pretty much exactly the same game. Super Smash Bros. This is not my go-to version of Super Smash Bros. And I don't even know if I said it wrong there. It sounds like I said it wrong to me at least, but Super Smash Bros. I prefer to play the most recent one, so I usually play the Wii U version. I usually have that handy right over there in front of my system. And next is Tetrisphere. Not the best version of Tetris, but interesting enough at least. Last few games here: Tony Hawk Pro Skater, the first one. Turok 2, Seeds of Evil. I don't even remember how I got this. I think it only cost me like $2 or $3, and it was to get some kind of a bundle deal. But I typically don't like the Turok series. Next is War Gods, WrestleMania 2000, and WWF No Mercy. Anyways, that is my N64 collection, complete in box games and loose cartridges as well. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, just leave them in the comment section and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, and website. They're all linked in the description below, and also linked in the description below is a link to my 500 subscribers contest. Check that out if you'd like, and that's it. See ya.